The story of horses being used as a sport is comparatively recent history on the Manly Warringah Peninsula. Horses were the only fast means of road transport before 1900, and the sparse population tended to be fairly poor, working from daylight to dusk for their livelihood, and certainly wouldn't have had much spare time for horses as pleasure. The book by Francis Meyer, A Traveller's Tale, printed 1885, does mention the enjoyable pastime of horseback riding along the peninsula beaches. It would appear George Brock's Mona Vale farm, commonly referred to as Brock's Folly, would be the scene of the first horse sports in the district about 1890. He had a small race course for pony racing, and it was common for locals to take their horse and sulky, camp there for a few days, and join in the gymkhana activities and a spot of polo. This ended in 1907, when Mr Brock became penniless from all his extravagant spending. However, this must have given the locals a taste for horse sports, as from then on, riding for its own sake grew popular. The early 20s saw the first Brookvale Show, closely followed by the St Ives Show, and a little later by the French's Forest Show. Pony Club, as we know it, commenced in the 50s, and the enjoyment of such activities as racing trotters, show jumping, showing, endurance riding, and just plain pleasure horses is still enjoyed to the present day. Summer of 1958. The children are at Seelenmyer's property, which was situated at the end of Gertrude Avenue, Newport. Here is Pat Lovell's daughter, Catherine, saddling her pony, Brownie. Robyn Seelenmyer and her pony, Cherry. Marion Hennessy saddling Toby. And Robyn mounting Cherry. Clare Campbell riding Rema, adjusting her stirrup. No dogs could join in, no council restrictions those days. Leaving the property for their trail ride. The piebald pony Sue, ridden by Rosemary, Friar. Riding around Bungan Head Road. Across Barrenjoey Road. Down the avenue into the Crescent. Down Mona Street. Oh, one of the horses has lost a shoe, so off to the blacksmith's. Mr Hawkins, the blacksmith. His property, which was very marshy, later was drained and became Pittwater High School. Opposite this land, a small fibro building housed the original Pittwater RSL. Over the years, the necessary art of shoeing horses to protect their feet has not changed at all. There you are, piece fine now. Looking back towards Warriewood glasshouses along Garden Street. riding along the track into the Warriewood Falls. Everyone enjoyed swimming their horses in the pond. Nowadays, this is a restricted area to horses and dogs. It was so much fun and gave children a lot of confidence with their ponies. Getting on one side and slippery dipping off the other. The original Peninsula Pony Club of the 1950s, girls preparing for Gymkhana and riding along Nullaburra Road Newport towards the oval where Pony Club met at the corner of Boulevard and Barrenjoey Road Newport, which is today the Newport Bowling Club. Notice variation of ponies, dress and age, all participating in the same events. Everyone rode to the local Gymkhana. Nobody thought of floating their horses. As the traffic was so sparse, it was not necessary. The 1960 Brookvale Show Street Parade, Pittwater Road DY to Brookvale. All Warringah Shire school children received a special holiday on that day. Here comes the mounted police. The Warringah Shire Council float. Smokey Dawson with his famous horse Flash. Mainly Warringah Pony Club. Harold Lacey, first president, and John Pennell, Pony Club instructor. The local school children marching. The Boy Scouts. Marching girls. Oh, and the Scottish Bagpipe Band. Don't they look smart? White's Motors of Balgower. And the Majorettes with their nice blue and white uniforms. Ah, the local bushfire brigade. Howells Motors, Holden dealers from Newport. The competitors at the Brookvale Show. Their lovely ponies all dressed for their event. Notice the old stands in the background. Waiting in the marshalling area. Show jumping was a fast, furious and lots of fun event. Trotting racing was the most popular event. Notice the old-fashioned ambulance. One of the rodeos held at Smokey Dawson's ranch. And a Cobb Co coach from the Whiplash series.